Good day, grade 8 listeners. You are tuning in to DYNH 99.1 FM Radio Kalampusan. Welcome to our daily educational program, Kaalam sa Kahanginan. Grade 8 students, let's get ready to learn in this 30 minutes broadcast on identify and use signal that indicate coherence. I am Teacher Fritz, your teacher on air, and I am going to discuss Module 4 of English 8 subject. My dear grade 8 students of Camotes, please keep on tuning as you prepare your module. Are you ready? Very good. Grade 8 students, at the end of this lesson, you are expected to achieve the following. First, identify the functions of coherent signals. Second, analyze the relationship of ideas between sentences. Third, use coherent signals between sentences effectively. Fourth, construct coherent paragraphs. Lastly, respond to issues on equality. Before we will start our discussion, let us first check your readiness of the topic. Now, you are going to identify the words or phrases used to link ideas in the passage. Please follow me as I read the passage. The beauty of a person is beyond the image the eyes can see. Admittedly, many consider the outward appearance as the measure of the person's worth, such as skin, physical form, hair type. When they treat others, they show an unfair regard. In this case, the truth should be known. To begin with, every person is inherently special. Each being is gifted with unique qualities, since he or she has intelligence, traits, behavior, and attractiveness apart from others. Additionally, it is the inner self of an individual that makes him or her shine. Knowing these aspects will lead to a better understanding and respect for any individual. Thus, it is imperative to say that every person is special and beautiful. Okay, what are the words used to link ideas in the passage? The answers are admittedly, when, in this case, to begin with, additionally, and thus. Now, continue answering what's in activity level 2 and 3 found on pages 11 and 12 of your module. Again, pages 11 and 12 of your English 8 module. I will give you 3 minutes to answer. Your time starts now. Are you done? Good job. Now let us check your answers by comparing it to the answer key found on page 24 of your module. I will give you 1 minute to do it. How was your score, my dear grade 8 listeners? If you got a high score, congratulations. You are ready for our lesson. And if you got a low score, do not worry. You still have enough time to learn. This time, please turn your module to page 13 and follow me as I read the excerpt of Nelson Mandela's speech and observe the flow of the speech. Nelson Mandela's speech at the opening of the defense case in the Rivonia trial, Pretoria, South Africa, April 20, 1964. The complainant of Africans is not only that they are poor and the whites are rich, but the laws which are made by the whites are designed to preserve this situation. There are two ways to break out of poverty. The first is by formal education, and the second is by the worker acquiring a greater skill at his work, and thus higher wages. As far as Africans are concerned, both these avenues of advancement are deliberately curtailed by legislation. Above all, we want equal political rights, because without them, our disabilities will be permanent. I know this sounds revolutionary to the whites in this country, because the majority of voters will be Africans. This makes the white man fear democracy. But this fear cannot be allowed to stand in the way of the only solution, which will guarantee racial harmony and freedom for all. It is not true that the enfranchisement of all will result in racial domination. Political division based on color is entirely artificial, and when it disappears, so well the domination, one color grouped by another. The African National Congress has spent half a century fighting against racialism. When it triumphs, it will not change that policy. This then is what the African National Congress is fighting. Their struggle is a truly national one. It is a struggle of the African people, inspired by their own suffering and their own experience. It is a struggle for the right to live. During my lifetime, I have dedicated myself to the struggle of the African people. I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. Now, looking into the structure of the text, ponder on the questions to help you understand today's lesson. These are the questions. What is the main idea in the excerpt? What is your answer? Okay. The main idea in the excerpt is the fight for equality. Question number 2. What details or evidences support the main topic? What is your answer? Yes, the speaker supports the main topic by citing the ways to achieve it. The factors that hinder it. Question number 3. How are ideas connected to each other? What is your answer? Correct. The ideas are connected to each other using the linking words. Number 4. What relationship of ideas are shown in the sentences?
Compilation copy sa district.
What is your answer?
Ang na
The excerpt shows giving of details and cause and effect relationship.
Sir Junmar
Number 5.
kay
What have been used to link one idea to another in the excerpt?
lagi duha ka script na
What
wala
is
ko
your
na.
answer?
Katong last week kay ako pa to
Exactly, adverbs or transitional words are used to link ideas. Good job. You have explored this activity well. You have been able to grasp the message of Nelson Mandela. Also, examine how he has delivered his points in the excerpt. It's time to learn the lesson.
Pwede sa check, ikaw ay mag-pig sa music mo.
Notice how the ideas in the excerpt are woven effectively. Take a look at the examples from the excerpt. First example.
Nakakuan mo ni ka kwan sa jam.
There are two ways to break out of poverty.
Igor ako mo play sa
The first is by formal education, and the second is by the worker acquiring a greater skill at his work,
sila si Ma'am
and
Sheena may
thus
nakasuway
higher
ko.
wages.
Sila man to gipa-practice na mo.
Here is the explanation. In this part, the topic is introduced in the first sentence, The signal word first relates the second sentence to the topic.
Masa naman? Anda mo na.
Another signal words and second as the idea presented.
Ha? Sige na lang.
The word thus shows that higher wages
Ikaw, nagit ikaw.
happens next.
Important pa man.
Second example. Above all, we want equal political rights because without them, our disabilities will be permanent. I know this sounds revolutionary to the whites in this country because the majority of voters will be Africans. Here is the explanation. The idea in the first sentence is emphasized by the phrase above all.
Mga sound effects.
The transition
Ano
signal
ba sound effects nimo?
cause
Katawa
indicates
naman.
reason in the second sentence.
Love sounds.
Love sound.
Third example. Political division based on color is entirely artificial. And when it disappears, so will the domination of one color group by another.
Asa to dapita jam? Dapila to nga page.
The phrase based on points out the specific idea, while the word when points to a condition
Ano na
across.
55 kini.
For
Sikas naman.
example,
Ya. Aw
the
kaduha
African National Congress has spent half a century fighting against
Love sounds
racialism.
naman lang gini. Asa to pakpak mo
When
gini?
it triumphs, it will not change the policy.
Amo ra.
This
Hindi
then
to
is
pwede
what the
pakpak
African
ang
National
yapon.
Congress is fighting.
Tingnan naman mga mata, mga bata nga.
Now, in the sample above, the second sentence is introduced by the word when,
Love sound.
showing a condition.
Yeah.
The word then in the third sentence signals the outcome of the situation in the previous sentence.
Naman dia.
My dear students, a written discourse must be clear, effective, and creative. To do this, important techniques can help in the clarity and organization of ideas relating to the main topic. Coherence serves as the bridge between ideas in a text or discussion. Without coherence, the reader cannot acquire full understanding of the central message. It links one idea to another as it establishes the relationship between them. To achieve this, appropriate words or phrases show the relationship and create a smooth flow of meaning. These words or phrases are called coherence signals. Are you still there? Okay, let's continue the discussion. Coherence signals connect the ideas between sentences and within paragraphs. The following are the uses or functions of the coherence signals. First
Ilakaw na si.
is the additive.
Sir Magla.
Examples are
Ako to gina.
Additionally.
Sir, mo to ka uma.
again,
Ako karon pa
Also.
karon.
Wala ni ganito.
and,
Oh.
as well. besides, equally important, further, furthermore, in addition, moreover, then, likewise,
Sakay gid. Oh.
and others. Second uses of the coherence signals is the causative. The examples are accordingly, as a result, because, thus, since, hence, consequently, for that reason, on account of, therefore, and others. Third uses of the coherence signals is the sequential. Examples are, second place,
Pasaylay ang sa kwat sa
in the third place, to begin with, next, to start with, thus, subsequently, before, from, then, and etc. Now, the fourth uses of the coherence signals is the conditional. Examples are unless, if, when, in case, in that case, even if, provided, given that, and others. The fifth uses of the coherence signals is the conditional. The examples are although, at any rate, at least, still, even though, admittedly, granted that, while it may be true, in spite of, and others. The 6 uses of the coherence signals is the clarifying. The examples are, in other words, that is, in this case, I mean, up to a point, under certain circumstances. Put another way, simply and others. Alright, and that is it, my dear grade 8 listeners, for our discussion of identify and use signal that indicate coherence. It's time to check what you have learned in our discussion. Turn your module to pages 17 and 18 and do the activity once more. Identify the coherent signals used in the sentences. Write the word or phrase on your answer sheet. I will give you 3 minutes to answer. Your time starts now. Okay, time is up. I hope you are done. Please keep your answer for the meantime.
Ha? Live ba?
And submit it to
Live
your
ba?
subject teacher
Dito
as soon
naman.
as your parent or
Napay-
guardian
napay-
return your
ano lang.
module.
6 minutes.
Good job,
Oh,
my
6
dear grade 8
5 to 10.
listeners.
5 to 10.
To further check your understanding, let's proceed to our last activity. You are going to answer the assessment found in your module on pages 22 to 23.
Dili
I
ato
will give you
pikas
5
ko sa script.
minutes to
Ari
answer.
ko na.
Nga rin pagkamot pikas mo. Para sayo ni gana niyo.
Time is up.
Napay
Just
2.
check your answer by
Napay 2 minutes.
comparing it to the answer K found in page 25 of your
Sir.
module.
Sir, parang di ko madagan sir, ako ihang yun mo sir, may i-click sa record mo ha. Hindi ko.
How was your score, my grade 8 listeners? Congratulations.
Ganyan na lang.
I know you are doing well. For those who did not get a good score, keep completing your module. You can review your answers by the end of this episode to check on the items that you find difficult. Thank you so much, grade 8 students. I hope you have learned a lot today here in our educational radio program, Kaalam sa Kanginan. Kamote Eskwela, DYNH 99.1 FM, Radio Kalapusan. This has been Teacher Fritz saying, keep calm and love English.
Kamote Eskwela,